What is the pettiest red flag you've ever had?
I think, so I'm married, so I don't technically have red flags. But if I was single, one thing that would make me cancel a person is if I can see their wig. That's that thing. That wig thing. You know, that thing, the fabric. And then you can see the hairline. The lace! You can see the lace and you can see the hairline. Like, come on now!
Unfiltered.
Welcome to another episode of PF Unfiltered, where we talk about all things the Christ, right? Christ. The church.
I hope so.
Christ, right? The church and our world. My name is Olatunde Makonjola, aka Young T Money. I'm joined by my co-host,
Rosalind Anoha or Bemisola. All right, guys.
I still don't get it. How are you, Rosalind? Or what?
Anoha.
Onoha.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're from the eastern part of Nigeria.
my mom is Yoruba.
sorry.
My
Okay.
dad is Igbo.
Okay, hey, that's what was causing the confusion because I wasn't quite clear on that.
Oh yeah. I just go by Bemi here because I tend to find out there's a lot of Yorubas here, and then Houston's a lot of Igbos, but they call me Adama over there.
Adama.
Oh, for Igbo, you're not Igbo.
I am Igbo. My dad is Igbo.
That's
But my name is Bemi.
My mom is. Were you paying attention?
I think you need to watch the episode on listening.
on disagreeing well. Shout y'all. Pia, do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Femi Omotayo, and I am the PF in PF Unfiltered.
Yeah. Pastor Femo.
No, Femi Omotayo.
No. Okay.
not Pastor Femo.
All right. Well,
Pastor Femo.
this episode, it's a special
This
one.
episode.
We will be going over relationship red flags. And I want to start by saying, what is the pettiest red flag you've ever had?
I think, so I'm married, so I don't technically have red flags. And just a disclaimer, I have an issue with the idea of red flags. But if I was single, one thing that would make me cancel a person is if I can see their wig. That's that thing. That wig thing. You know, that thing, the fabric. And then you can see the hairline. The lace! You can see the lace and you can see the hairline. Like, come on now! And some people wear that thing like it's a...
Wait.
Like it's supposed to be...
No. Let him cook. Let him cook.
I see somebody and I can see their lace. I can't look at anything else. I'm just like, can you just...
Is it that distracting?
Oh my God, it's horrible.
Sometimes.
It's not just that it's distracting. It just gives this vibe of lack
Well-
of effort.
Dang. Wow.
That's it. That's what they call it, lace, right?
Yeah.
It could be lack of expertise, not really effort. Like,
Then keep your hair. Don't wear it. It looks ras.
Well, I mean, honestly, I'm just silent because sometimes okay, let's move on.
Does anybody disagree with me?
I don't disagree.
I don't disagree.
So why can't we call people out and say, can you go fix your wig? And we don't want to see the lace.
I think it's the way we have to go about it because some people get offended when you're trying to help them, and it's just like, no, I just want to help you, but
It's not about helping you. It's like it's like showing your underwear. Don't do it.
well.
That's
Do
it,
you
right?
have-
Like,
Do you have a
do I-
place? Yeah.
No, I mean,
I have problems with it. Serious problems.
I don't know,
When
honestly.
I'm married and my wife doesn't wear
Yeah.
wigs.
I think for me now, just following the same theme. If a girl has too much makeup, yeah, I don't know. It's
It's a problem.
yeah,
Like, what
it's
are you
distracting. Well, maybe don't say what
That's
you're hiding,
funny
but
to
like
say
it's
that.
Can I
I feel
tell
like-
can I tell my frustration
No.
with makeup?
yeah.
I went to a wedding once recently. I'm a pastor.
Okay.
And all of these folks are in my church. And I
Mhm.
love, all of
You
them.
love all of them, yeah.
People were saying hello to me and I didn't recognize them. Right off the bat. Then I'm like, oh, come on now.
Were you
What's
like,
the
oh,
point?
oh?
What's the point? I kid you not. What's the point of wearing so much makeup that
Sometimes.
you look like someone else?
Yeah, I think that.
It doesn't enhance. You're literally wearing. You look like someone else, and then you see some pictures, and you're like, "Is this the same person in the picture?" What's the point?
But you don't have problems with just a little bit of makeup because some men will be
No.
like, I don't want my woman to wear no makeup,
No.
and then they find women that have makeup on, but they're thinking like she doesn't have any makeup on. It's just like, yes, she does. She has makeup on.
Yeah, I don't.
It's done so well that you can't. Like, you're wearing makeup. I can tell you're wearing makeup, but it looks good.
Right.
It doesn't look like. If I saw you outside, I would know it was you.
Right.
I would not be like, hi. Oh, Remy. You know how embarrassing it is? Like, can I be honest with you? If
Be
people
honest,
are saying, I'm so pretty, but it's not really me they are seeing. Am I really pretty? The makeup has changed how I look to the point where they are paying compliments to someone else.
Okay.
I don't get that. I would rather compliments.
Well, I have a red flag. It was like, it was petty, but I mean, I don't know.
It should be petty. That's the whole point of the segment.
The thing is that, okay, so I don't think it was, but I guess somebody else would. But the guy like had like a really like big bottom lip. And his mouth was always open. Like, I don't.
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't even do it.
That is not the red flag. That is not the red flag.
No.
Because it's not his fault.
Listen,
he was born.
No, he could close his mouth. He just like.
So it's not the lip.
He just preferred to just leave his mouth open.
What if the bottom lip is so heavy that it's gravity is dragging it down?
Oh my God, you guys. And then
he can't. He's trying to close it, but he can't.
His red flag. You are wrong.
But listen, because he kept his mouth so open, his breath followed to stink. Because so I just.
Okay, yeah, that's giving unhygienic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I just thought that maybe it's because he just left his mouth so open, so the mouth is so dry. And
Fufu flavor.
That's
you
crazy.
heard of fufu flavor, right?
No, I've not heard about that.
That way somebody's breath is kicking. Say you got fufu flavor.
I've never heard of that.
Well, fufu smells.
It's bad.
It does.
Fufu.
Yeah, I don't eat fufu, so. Oh,
nasty.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't eat fufu.
Say your breath is giving fufu flavor. That's the ultimate insult. Say full of dead men's bones. Like somebody died in your mouth. God.
We're not gonna restart this episode, right? We're gonna keep going. Okay, on that note, let's bring it back to why we're actually here talking about this, right?
Flags.
Let's get serious because relationships are a big deal, right, PF?
But just to clarify, that's a big red flag. That fufu flavor thing.
Yeah, it is. Like it wasn't.
I just yeah. I mean, you literally have to be praying in tongues to kiss your husband.
Yeah, but are you crying? You're laughing. It's so funny that
Father, help me as I kiss this man. That would be extremely popular.
But in that context, what would you do? You just give him some mint or help him raise his lower lip.
That's why it's fufu flavor. Overpowers. That's dentist level issues.
Okay, let's get personal. Oh yeah.
By the way, this is not my red flag. This is because red flag. So when you guys are writing your comments, she is the one. I was just articulating her thoughts.
Thank you.
Glad to be our sister.
So PM, can you let the audience know why we're actually talking about this?
I think so. One of the challenges, I spend more time talking about relationships than anything else.
Yeah.
Right. I spend more time and you would be shocked that most of those conversations about relationships are about romantic relationships. I would say 80% of my conversations are about romantic relationships. 10% would be about other relationships. And then 10% life and career. Right? All of it from a scriptural perspective, of course, because that's the only place which I have any expertise. But relationships are the primary driver of my conversations. And a lot of the time, you want to say to somebody when they are describing what they're going through in a relationship, how did you not see this? Right? How did you miss this? Because it was just there. I struggle with the concept of red flags in the sense that everybody now is more focused on finding red flags than seeing green flags. Right? So people are walking around more afraid than full of faith. Right? We see the giants and we run from the promised land sometimes, right? But that does not take away from the fact that there are things that you should be concerned about when you see or when you hear, right? Like what I always say, and I brought this up a couple of weeks ago, when a man calls women females, right? Even though it's grammatically correct term. It's not a biologically inappropriate word, but there is a culture that goes with language, right? The people who use that expression, that word female, right? Or they use this other term, provide and protect. I find that many times they have a very inaccurate perception of the role of women in their lives, right? They have an inaccurate perception of what the Bible says about women, right? And many times they come from a male superiority place. So if you meet somebody who calls women females, I would ask that you dig a little deeper. And if you meet a man that says he wants to provide and protect, I would ask that you dig very deep, because with that provide and protect comes with barefoot and pregnant.
Well, speaking of, so I want to make this a little more personal, because I feel like I have been that guy that I've used the word provide. The female one is just to throw me off, because I don't know, but I've been the guy that has called, that I've told my wife, looking like, I want to provide and protect in the right context, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I don't know if maybe I should do some soul searching to see if there's something.
Well, you don't come across as, I've not seen any interaction. We know my interaction with you. I don't get the perception that you are one of those guys that think women are less than.
Thank you, sir.
Than they are.
Thank you.
And if you do, you've hidden it quite well.
I appreciate it. Well, no, I don't appreciate that, but I thank you for the. Okay.
Provide, again, female, it's a legitimate word. Provide and protect, legitimate terms, right? But there's a way it is thrown around as an identity. Oh, I'm all about provide and protect. That's what a man is supposed to do, provide and protect. Now, if you said to your wife, I want to provide for you, I want to protect you, that's a different context than wearing it like a badge, like an identity. I'm a provide and protect man, and all of these females, it's just.
I get that.
Yeah, there's a space. I heard. I didn't even know this. And this is from experience, by the way. It's not something I read in a book. Is that when I'm counseling with people, right? I noticed a pattern with people who spoke a particular way, right? And that is why that whole, just word of advice, anybody says to you, I'm all about provide and protect, go and do some research.
All right. Well, I mean, Gimmy, do you want to share from a female perspective what that term, if a guy says females, what that does?
What that does? Yeah. I mean, I just don't know why they will use females. Like, you use females on animals, on...
Thank you.
Like, and on another animal, I'm a human being.
I actually hadn't thought about it like that.
Yeah, like, they call...
It's the same term. It's the same term. You don't call a female dog a woman.
Yeah, you don't. You don't.
Does it apply to the males? Because I'm genuinely confused. I'm not trying to be funny.
Nobody calls a male and be like, "Hey, male," like, "Oh, male's this." They say men or man.
Women don't. Okay. Women don't call men males.
Men males.
Yeah,
they call them men.
Yeah. If you're gonna say males, you're referring to like animal. Yeah.
Actually, thank you. I actually hadn't thought about that. It's actually very. I got the vibe of it, right? And the pattern in the behavior of the people who use it, but I never actually understood that it's actually a reference for that's the way we talk about animals. So that's what they think of women.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what I think, but I can see it now. You guys are painting the picture very clearly.
Okay. Yeah, it's just like, why is that being used in your vocabulary? Because
there's ladies, there's women, there's
so
girls.
Many other vocabulary.
There's the opposite sex. Why females? It's like one step above the B word.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or the H word.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
I'm not.
Wow. Yeah, he said what he's up. Yeah, hey.
Tell him. This is what I believe.
PF Unfiltered, I would talk about Christ, right? Christ? The church and that one, okay.
Look, this is what the Bible says. The Bible says, by their fruits you shall know them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the way that you speak, the Bible says, let your speech be seasoned with grace. Let your speech be gracious and be seasoned with salt. Right? The way a person talks is very revelatory of the kind of person they are. Right? The way a person carries themselves is revelatory of the way they are. We focus on, sometimes, not all the time, we focus sometimes on irrelevancies. And we miss the little cues about what the person thinks. Right? You marry somebody or you start walking around with somebody who thinks is a female, and you have all this career, and who calls you female, and you have all these ambitions of, marriage being an opportunity to be in partnership with somebody, and you don't realize you're entering a relationship where you are automatically considered the lesser partner. That's a problem right there. Mm-hmm. And you could have picked it up from the language.
Yeah, exactly. Another red flag that I've also noticed. Well, I had actually experienced it.
Other than the fufu flavor.
Other than the fufu flavor. Was a guy showering me with gifts or like wanting to take me to trips very early on of us dating.
Why is that?
That was a red flag?
Well, at first I didn't think it was a red flag. I was just like, oh, this is great. Like, yeah, somebody's giving me all this. But then as time goes on, his wasn't consistent with those gifts. It was like he was trying to hide the personality that I saw later on because he was with all these gifts, with all this, like, oh, I can take care of you, that provider, protect thing, trying to do all that. And I know on social media, it's like, oh, take me, I don't want to go on restaurant stays. I want to go to Dubai. I want to go to Mexico. Take me on a trip for our first. But it's just like, let's be realistic. That's kind of like love bombing in a way.
Actually, think about it like this, right? If I'm a regular person, an honest person, right, doing an honest job, and right off the bat, I don't know you, right? I'm spending all of this money on you. I am telling you how much I love you, and I don't know you, right? I think that should be a red flag. I think that should say to you that there's something here, right? Either this person does not have the confidence, right, to come as they are, so they hide behind all of this stuff, or they're actually hiding major character defects, right? But I feel like if I was a guy, a red flag for me would be a woman who had her gift hand out
every time you had your wallet out.
Yes, it's like this, right? And I know you are going to come for me, but I'm ready.
Unfiltered.
Women sometimes have a sense of entitlement. And I think it's a red flag. And I would advise all the young men, when you meet a girl, and immediately off the bat, she has this expectation, you're going to do this for her, you're going to do that for her, you're going to do this for her. Am I your father? Right? I'm not your father, I'm not your husband. I'm just a guy who's trying to get to know you. Right? And already you are asking me to pay your cell phone bill. Right? Or take you to expensive restaurants that you yourself cannot afford. Right? That would be a red flag to me. Yeah?
Yeah. I agree to that, because there's sometimes the thing is that asking someone to take you somewhere that you can't afford, that I most definitely agree with that, because it's like, why are you going to a place that, if let's say for some reason he's not paying the bill, can you pay that bill? Or
would you right?
Yeah, would you be able to pay that bill?
If red flags, and let me talk from a guy's perspective. If I went out on a date with a woman, right, and I left my wallet in the car or something, and went to a place where she asked to go to, and I know she makes good money, and she refuses to pay, right? And they bring the bill and she takes her face away. That would be the last date I go on with her. Yeah, because that means that if I'm unable to provide, what happens? If something happens and I can't pay the bill.
But did you ask her out on the date?
I asked her out on the date, so...
But you refusing to pay for the...
I'm not refusing to pay.
Oh.
I forgot my wallet or something.
Oh, you forgot your wallet.
Yeah, and then she makes it a thing.
Okay, because some men have forgotten their wallet to test a woman.
Yes, that's the kind of test that I honestly, I don't believe in tests. I don't believe in tests. I think it's wrong. But that's the kind of test that actually, in this world...
On the first date?
In this world that we live in, right?
Okay.
Yeah. That's the kind of test that I would not condone tests. I'm against tests in principle, right? But the idea of it, because so this is the thing, right? It's like the same thing I'd say to a woman, right? We have a lot of guys who are coming to this relationship arena, not looking for relationships, but encounters, right? They want somebody to just sleep with, right?
Yeah.
But we also have a lot of women who are not looking for relationships, they're looking for somebody's wallet. Right? And because the men, for whatever reason, or the women are more vocal about this red flags, right? The concerns that a lot of guys have is not aired, right? As loudly as it should be. So we talk a lot about the men who are serial daters, who are, profligate and promiscuous, right?
Yeah.
But we don't get to talk as much about, the girls who have their hand in your pockets before you even say, hi, my name is... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we've got problems on both sides of this aisle.
Yeah.
And it's important that we talk about both sides of the problem, right? But the men, for whatever reason, are not as vocal. And when they are vocal, they're not as articulate as they should be, right? But there are a lot of jackass boys out there, man, who are doing stupid nonsense.
Yeah.
Right? And this is what I believe. If you're a Christian, right, and you meet a guy, I think the first thing you need to do is, and you're in that space where you're looking for a serious relationship, I think the first thing you need to do is pray. Before you do the checkbox thing, right? You need to pray and say, Lord, this person that has come into my life, that has shown interest in me, I don't know them, but there's nothing hidden from you. Open my eyes to see what I need to see. Open my ears to hear what I need to hear. And don't let me be carried away.
Amen.
By my own, the Bible says that when we are tempted, God doesn't tempt us. We're tempted when we're drawn away by our own desires.
Right.
Right? Many times when we get into trouble, male and female, with relationships, with people who turn out to be, wrong. We saw those things and we chose to ignore them. You know why? Because we saw other things that we really, really wanted. And many times those other things that we really, really want are the superficials. So you meet a guy who is chasing after a woman because she's beautiful. Right? Is she cute? Is she cute? Is she cute? But no character. And everybody around you is telling you that this girl has no character. This girl is a problem, but man, she's so fine, you don't care. And then it bites you in the behind. That was not God. That was you allowing your love of vanity, your flesh, right, take over your brain. Or a woman who meets a guy and is buying her gifts, is taking expensive trips. Meanwhile, you can see that this guy has the temper of the sons of Zebedee.
Yeah.
The sons of thunder, pale, right? But hey, he's got gifts. And then one day he beats you black and blue.
We've been on like great nuggets on romantic relationships.
Okay.
Are there any red flags that you want to draw on like family, friends, and
family? You don't choose your family.
But they still get red flag now.
They're your family now. Whether they get red flag or no get red flag, they're already.
Why do you navigate that?
You navigate it with discernment and with wisdom from the Holy Spirit. I can't help you there.
Is everything okay with family? Why?
Let me explain. I know that sounded somehow, but this thing, right? You're already in the family.
Yeah.
Right? You're not choosing them. You don't have a choice in who is a family member, but you have a choice in who you share a bed with. Right? That is where your choice can be exercised. So whether they have a red flag in family or they don't have a red flag in family, they're your family.
Okay. Hypothetically speaking, is there any red flags that you see in like family? Obviously, you can't leave, but are there any that you can say, okay?
People have bad behavior, but they're your family members, so you're stuck with them.
Come on, what's it like?
Friends.
Okay. You can choose your friends.
You choose your friends. When you meet a friend you meet somebody who is very comfortable taking from you and never giving you. Yeah. They take. And every time you give, right? There's a sense of they're not quite grateful of being unimpressed. Like, oh, thank you. Oh, wow. It's so nice. And they never give. Doesn't matter how little they have. I know somebody who was very poor. And because she was very poor, she felt very entitled to take and never give. Right? And in my mind, right, initially I thought, okay, well, she doesn't have any money. It makes a lot of sense. Right? But I realized that poverty was not a crutch, right, for being selfish and self-centered and self-absorbed. Because when she started making money, guess what? She still didn't give.
Makes sense.
She still didn't give. I've never met anybody who didn't give when they were poor, who gave when they had money. If you can't give money, you can give time. If you can't give time, you can give talent. If you can't give talent, you can cook a meal for somebody and say, you know what? You've been so kind to me. Here's a bowl of beans. They eat that kind of thing.
I mean, you can low-key make ramen, a little
ramen.
It don't mean
there's so many ways. So that's number one with friends.
Ramen.
Watch out for people who take and never give. Right? Watch out for people who find it hard to celebrate other people.
I was gonna hope you were mentioning that. Yeah.
There are people who find it hard to celebrate other people because, and it's not hard to see it, right? When you have good news to share with somebody and they talk over you, or they barely let you tell the good news and they move on to something else, be careful. They don't want your good news to marinate. Be careful, right? Because that tells you that person is going to spend more time envious of you, right, than celebrating you. Watch out for people who never criticize you. Those are bad friends who can't tell you that your poop smells.
Or you have fufu bread.
Or you have fufu flavor.
So like, I guess, yeah. And a friendship red flag. This is tough one because I mean, my friends are like pretty awesome. So I don't have experience.
Really?
Yeah, I have dope friends. Yeah, great
How
friends.
many friends do you have?
Like 2.
There you go.
No, seriously, I think a red flag is the quantity of friends that you have.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Having a lot of friends.
If you have too many friends, I think it's a red flag.
Wow.
Personally.
Wow.
Yeah, because you can't.
So you are you're going to use your own inability or your lack of capacity to have meaningful relationships to judge other people.
Meaningful is the word you use. You didn't say quality.
Yeah, I can have 1,000 meaningful relationships.
Okay, let me rephrase that. A red flag is if you have a lot of friends in quantity but lacking in quality.
How do you judge quality?
You're the pastor now.
No. You said, nah, man. Nah. How do you pass the hot potato? Nah, man.
I'm a facilitator. I'm facilitating. You're the pastor.
I disagree with you. I think let everybody minister according to the grace that they have given. Some people have the capacity to have a lot of friends and have meaningful relationships all of them. Some people don't, right? I have a lot of people around me. They are all my friends, but they are varying degrees. So they're varying arenas of interaction, right? So me and you, we talk philosophy, right? And we talk about, things that some people might consider esoteric and, ephemeral.
Production always says all the time, like,
Right.
why you boo?
Yeah.
Bad boy.
I don't have those conversations with a lot of people. They're more, grounded.
Yeah,
A little bit.
I know the Chris. Yeah, exactly. What was that? What was that?
I think shouldn't be.
What was that?
That pipe. But,
The only pipe I hit is the pipe of Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Hey?
Jesus ain't got no pipe.
No, but like metaphorically
that
speaking.
concerns me.
Symbolically speaking.
That concerns me that you associate Jesus with your extracurriculars. But anyway, right? Friendships exist on different levels.
Right.
Red flag is one person who expects everything they need from another one person.
Yeah, I think a red flag, I guess now you've given me some clarity. If I'm psychologically depending on somebody else, I think that's a red flag.
What do you mean?
Like for my happiness, if I say, the reason why, how can PF, that is supposed to be my friend, not have told me about something that was important to him? What kind of friend is he? Not taking in context, obviously, situation in which, and I'm not going to start bad-mouthing PF, like imagine, you guys be careful about PF, he hasn't, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that's a red flag, because I've seen that before.
Yeah. Also, another red flag, since we're talking about
red flags and friends,
people who cannot keep secrets.
Oh.
If they're telling you everybody's secrets, they're telling your secret to everybody.
What if they tell you, they give you the preface and say, I can't keep a secret? Don't tell me.
I love that.
Okay.
Hey, at least they're upfront.
And I will not tell you.
Don't tell me.
I respect that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's somebody who's self-aware. But that does not give them an excuse to be a gossip.
Yes. Carrying people's business.
Basically, wanted to say, hey, if you tell me, just know I told everybody else.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so speaking about, earlier on you said something and I thought was very, very important. You said the Bible says, let your speech be seasoned with salt.
Yeah.
Right? And I just thought about something. Mama Mary's. Is your rice seasoned? Mama Mary.
Wow.
No, seriously, is your egusi seasoned? If it's not, then you gotta be doing something right, bro.
Yeah.
Get you one.
I love Mama Mary's.
What's our code again? Sorry? PF so my 10.
Mama Mary.
Mama Mary's. And if you're thinking about being a sponsor, what are you doing?
What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Are you really running a business?
I'm not sure.
Is that really a business?
Let me give an example of how we can even celebrate you. This next segment is brought to you by Barrow Avenue Bakery. It's called.
I'm sorry.
What?
You have to say it with the class.
Barrel. So I got you. This next segment is brought to you by Barrel Avenue.
This next segment.
Okay, this next segment is brought to you by Barrel Avenue Bakery. These
purveyors of luxury, pastries, cakes, and breads. I'm just saying.
Are they hot? Because the next segment is hot takes.
Man, the bread is so hot.
What are you doing?
It's fire.
What are you doing? All right. So,
if you're not eating Barrel Avenue bread, are you really eating bread?
Yeah. And the bread you're eating, is it bread of
life? Or just or
fufu?
That's where you have fufu flavor. So you're not eating Barrel Avenue cake and cookies and bread. Guaranteed to cure fufu flavor.
Okay. So, wait.
What did we?
Hot take.
Hot take time.
Hot take.
Yeah, hot take times.
Oh, wow, okay.
All right. And we've had a lot of hot takes, so I don't know. Maybe do you have one that you want to?
Yes, I do have one.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh-oh.
Speak your mind. Computer.
Is it okay to date a serial dater? And the reason why I ask that is that this serial dater, just to provide context, is someone that dates some like maybe 5 different people and they're all emotionally attached. Is that okay? Is that
I think if a person is upfront and says, hey, I am still seeing other people, right? I personally, I think sometimes people put their eggs in one basket too quickly, right? And once they put their eggs in a basket, then they emotionally latch onto somebody who has not latched onto them, right? So I would say to you, if you are latching onto somebody exclusively, you need to be sure the person is latching onto you, right? But if the person is saying, hey, I'm seeing other people, then it's on you, right? So that question is not so cut and dried, right? Because I've had women I've spoken to say, oh, it's just this guy, and I'm like, that guy, but he's seen other people, yeah. So what are you doing? Say, I can't date more than one guy at a time. Okay, that's fine. You can date more than one guy at a time, but the guy can date 25 women at a time. That's on you. What are you doing with him?
I mean, you already told us that it's a red flag if some men call women females, so I'm not even gonna go there. But is it a red flag if someone is saying that they're just busy? They don't have, I'm just busy.
Honestly, so I have a friend who recently had a similar situation, right? There's this guy who's talking to her who's busy, right? And she kept saying, well, you can't be too busy to send a text. You can't be too busy to send a hey, an emoji or something. And later it turned out that the guy was all sorts of wrong.
Oh.
Right? But I was defending him on the angle of he's busy. He's actually at a busy phase in his life. Right? No. Let me tell you something, right? I get so busy sometimes. Right? I don't remember to eat. Today, for example, I have not eaten. Right? Like I literally have not eaten. I had one meat pie. And it's not because I wasn't hungry or didn't feel hunger. It's because there were just other things that just kept demanding my time and attention. And I want to eat. I'm like, I'll eat in a few minutes. And next thing you know, it's a few hours, right? So it's possible to say, I'm going to send a text, I'm going to call, and then something keeps happening and you don't call and you don't text, right? It's possible. But if somebody doesn't call you, doesn't text you, doesn't write you, doesn't do anything, I would be a little bit more cautious with that person. I would want to be sure that they are really busy, not that they are uninterested. Because it can also be a sign of uninterest, of disinterest. So is it a red flag? I'd call it a yellow flag.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to just expand a little bit on that. So is this in the case of that they're dating, right? They're not boyfriend and girlfriend? Because I feel like in boyfriend and girlfriend, there's a different term.
Okay. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because now you're confusing me. Dating. Okay,
sorry.
What's boyfriend and girlfriend? What's dating?
All right.
I mean, I'm married, so I don't know.
Because it's saying that there's a difference between dating and boyfriend and girlfriend.
Because you said
it's a red flag.
You said interest, like that means that lack of interest. But at this point, like we're,
Okay.
in a relationship.
Can you clarify the stages for me? Because it seems as if, and I struggle with this. There's dating, there's boyfriend and girlfriend. Which other stages there? There's courtship.
There's talking.
Just marriage.
There's
No,
right.
So talking is different from dating.
I think so. Right?
Please don't involve that. No, let's just keep
sorry, my bad.
it.
I've been out the game for a long time, so you know.
I've been out of the game since
dating is
Garden
the
of
thing
Eden.
where you're, I guess, you're trying to find out who do you want to be exclusive with, who you want to be in a relationship. Be like, this is my girl that I am working on to get married to. So now I'm talking about this is my girl that I'm working on to get married to situation.
Okay.
And he's saying, oh, I'm busy. That I have a problem with that because the president of the United States texted Michelle Obama when he was busy.
Listen.
And I just feel like nobody's ever that busy.
That's why he was the president of the United States.
Number one,
He had ambition.
the president of the United States, when he became the president of the United States, what you may not realize is as busy as he is, only certain decisions come to him. He's not running the government. He's managing the people who's running the government. Rather, he's leading the people who run the government. So he's really not as busy as some of the people that work for him. He can have time to text. He doesn't answer to anybody. The people that answer to him are the ones who are busy. Right? That they are busy. Right? And this is the thing. Let me give you an example. When a woman says, I want a man who's ambitious, I want a man who's driven, with drive and ambition come a level of focus that can be very excluding of anything else in that moment. If you're building a business, you're at a stage in your career where things are just delicate, touch and go. You've got a project, you've got deadlines. Man, listen, you will understand though. If you equate that constant attention, right, to affection, I equate the need for that constant attention as insecurity and instability.
I don't need constant attention. I just need an update. Like, hey, babe, I'm about to.
I don't have time to update you. I don't have time. I can't. I'm operating on people. I'm cutting open kidneys, and you're telling me to send you text.
They could say, hey.
Yeah, I mean, but I doubt like the guys that Gimi's talking about open heart surgeons. No offense.
They're not.
I'm just saying, like, I doubt they're presidents of I doubt they're presidents of the United States.
What I'm trying to say.
They're not even presidents of their
that example is that
local government. They're HOA.
You can't. No.
They're not even president of their estate.
You should be able to text.
Again, and all the ladies listening out here, something can be good. It can be a sign of this person is really busy, and it can be a sign of this person is uninterested. Right. So I would not label that one a red flag. I would label it as I need to check what's going on. I would label it as a yellow flag.
So we've had all the colored flags, which is great. But we gotta bring it up. We gotta get practical, right? Because
I thought you said we gotta rap.
No, we gotta rap. Sorry, but we gotta get practical as well. So PF, like, let's.
When I was asking earlier if you have been, you guys, I was. That is why. Who does that?
My mind there. You have 2 children. Careful what you do. You just start to think. Anyway, so how do you handle red flags?
How do I handle red flags?
How do you handle red
flags?
Run. Okay, that's one way. Practical. That's practical. You can run.
I'm just kidding. If you see a red flag, I would suggest that you pause, right, and investigate and make sure that what you are seeing is not, an illusion. It's a real thing, and what else comes with it, right? Like I always say, sometimes, right, what you're seeing is exactly what you wanted. So using this attention issue, I want a man with ambition. I want a man that is driven. That lack of attention is not a red flag. It's not a bug. It's a symptom. I mean, it's a feature. Men who are driven like that are very absorbed sometimes. So I would suggest that you check it out. That is how I would encourage you if you see a red flag. Now, there's some red flags you run.
Like what? Give an example. One
female. And
if a guy goes, will you run? Okay.
Female and provide and protect, run.
Okay.
Yeah. Run.
Submission too. If you be saying, I need somebody to submit.
Well, that's what the Bible says.
No, but they be misusing, like misusing.
So when a woman says, I need somebody to provide, I need a provider. I want a man with a job. Does he have a job?
I didn't say it like that. A job.
That's what they say.
A
He
job.
ain't got no job. What you do? You got a job?
So is there a context to where like that individual that cites that red flag, but it's not the situation where they should run away? Can they come to like the church or someone at the church and say, okay, or like, I'm eyeing this guy or I'm eyeing this babe?
Get counsel. Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. I'm just trying to,
This is
trying to show you that he's not all.
Yeah, not all.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always high on the Lord. I think that's what you guys are seeing. I'm fullness of joy.
Right. He's always high.
Lord, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
No. You're right. Seek counsel.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by investigate. Right.
Yeah.
Investigate. Make sure that what you're seeing is not as bad as it potentially looks. Right. Pay attention. Pay more close attention. Right. Because again, some things that we call red flags are just features that go with the particular car that we want to buy. So I wouldn't say off the bat run. Right. I would say be careful and do some more research.
Right, because when you and me were talking, like I remember when I met my wife. I met her December 2016, and I was, spoiling her. Arguably speaking, it was a little bit too much, and I married her in less than 6 months.
I proposed to my wife on the first conversation.
Yeah. And some people were telling me, this is too, like, this is weird. Like, I'm like, no, I don't know.
But when you know,
I just know, right?
Yeah. And sometimes some people don't know.
Right.
Because that would not be a red flag. I heard somebody say that a man knows in 8 seconds.
I knew in 4 seconds. I just knew.
See, a man knows when he knows.
So you know how long it took me?
Yeah, I mean,
but you were busy. You were working. You were preaching. I mean, I was not doing anything.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
All right. So, let's do a rapid fire round. Right. This round, I'm gonna say a question. I'm gonna say a statement, and you're gonna tell me if it's petty or if it's legit. And it's gonna have to be quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baby.
Yeah.
Pastor Femi.
Baby.
Yeah.
Pastor Femi, quick. All right. Doesn't tip at restaurants.
Petty.
Yeah, petty.
Never replies to text until the next day.
Petty.
Petty.
Next day.
Petty.
Always borrows money but doesn't pay back.
Petty.
What type of... Wait, pause. Wait, petty means like it's a bad red flag. And legit means like it's a good red flag. Oh, go back. Wait, I just realized.
Baby, you are the one. You led me astray.
And I'm the one that's...
No, because I think, wait.
All right, let's do it again.
I don't like that.
Baby, I think you've been breathing.
Best of the same feather.
Hey, I'm supposed to
I think there's something going on in that chair there.
Okay, I'm gonna start again. Real quickly.
Okay.
Doesn't tip at restaurants.
Legit.
Never replies to text until the next day.
Legit.
Doesn't sponsor PF Unfiltered.
Legit.
What are you doing? Legit.
Are you a real man if you don't sponsor payment? Are you a real woman?
Still in a group chat with their ex's family.
Ooh.
I knew it. I've catch you people.
It depends. It depends. There's no.
I would say that's legit because why are you in your ex's family group chat? What are you still talking to them about?
You see, that's the thing, though. You guys, the relationships are not always.
But like
romantic.
In the group chat, like you still talking to the mama, the sisters, the cousins, everybody.
What if we're all friends?
One big family.
Okay, like let's say if y'all all grew up like childhood friends or something, and then you guys it just
That's
maybe.
what I'm saying. It's not always so simple.
But that's like a very rare occurrence.
No, it's not that rare.
Okay.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap up. Please drop in the comments your biggest red flag, right? PF, if they are liking, if they're enjoying, if they want to send this episode to one of their friends, right?
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
And follow me on femi.omotayo. If you think this is unfiltered, you should see my website, my Instagram page.
It's unfiltered.
Nah, it's not. It's very filtered. I've got a responsible person managing it.
This is the second time you plug this responsible person. So send me your details because I need to.
You need some help.
I need my IG to blow.
My IG is going to blow.
But no, for real, like drop your red flags in the comments below. We want to see them, so most definitely talk with us, and we might read them.
I don't want to see them.
We want to see the comments. We might mention some.
Yeah, we might. You never know.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all.
But the wildest one is the fufu flavor.
Yeah,
God,
that's
baby.
definitely a rap. A
Oh
rapper
my
that.
God. I think the title of this episode is
Full flavor. That's so true.
Oh man.
All right, y'all. Later.